Hello friends, I'm in cuddly mode right now. I was sunbathing half naked just a few minutes ago, and now it's all cloudy again here in the UK near London. So what to share? I think it's really important to start believing, if you don't already, that everything is God. Everything is God. And everything is expressing at different levels of vibration. And that there's no enemy. And I listened to someone talking about conspiracy theories this morning, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. Consider yourself awakened. And so I want to talk a bit about what that means, because I think there's lots of misunderstanding around awakening. There's two main misunderstandings that I've seen. One is coming from sort of this conspiracy theory kind of field, where people wake up to the fact that not everything that we are told by authorities, by media, etc., is true. And as they awaken to it, they consider themselves awakened, and then they want to awaken everyone else, and they call the people that are not awakened usually something like sleeping sheep or whatever. I think that's a huge misunderstanding, because there is still a field of us versus them, and ultimately true awakening is around going beyond the notion of separation. Then in the spiritual field, when people speak about awakening, gurus speak about awakening, they often liken it to enlightenment, or to a level that, someone like Jesus or someone like Buddha had reached. But I think what happens quite a lot is that people have an awakening experience, so they're awakening to the fact experientially that they're one with everything, and they're awakening to the fact that we are more than just a body, that we are an eternal soul, experientially, through whatever means, Kundalini awakening, through plant medicine, whatever it is. And a lot of these people then become teachers and gurus, or some of them, and some of them then say, I am awakened, I've achieved this state of frequency that others haven't. And I think it's a bit of a fallacy, and a bit of I stopped too early and I now want to share my new status in the world. And it's usually the ego that wants to do that. It can only be the personality, self, or ego that wants to shout their awakening from the mountaintop. I believe that someone that is truly awakened doesn't need to announce it. Because why would you need to announce it? You could argue, yes, because I'm awakened, I can help others awakening to their true selves. But I believe that the person who is truly awakened knows that things don't work in this way, but that in reality, when you are awakened, you impact everything that you encounter, not by words, not by preaching about it, not by gathering a following around you, but by simply being, and by walking down the street, and by doing your whatever you are doing. And you don't have to be in the limelight at all to influence people and to awaken others to their true self. in direct or indirect means. Yeah, that is my belief. If you want to hear more about this kind of stuff, or want some references or some anything, or want to give me your opinion, put it in the comments, reach out to me, and I'm sending you much love.